Celestial greetings. I am Celestial Earth, here to bring you the news to infuse if you so choose to infuse with this light while we're lighting up on the light grid. And this is one of the most potent, most powerful full moons to me of the year. Like, it's in the middle of all of these light codes of the summer. I'm gonna call it light code sandwich, the summer solstice, the summer of light codes as well. See, and the wind codes coming in right now. The wind is like, don't forget about me. We got all kind of codes going on, and it is within the halls of Amenti. As a matter of fact, this full moon opens up the gates of the 8-8 Lions Gateway, which is really about the halls of Amenti, and we will be doing some more on that. Right now I want to share with you what's happening with this full moon. And as I mentioned, if you've seen the video before, this is the third wave of the Leo Aquarius axis, meaning the nodes of faith that are on that axis. This is the third wave of these chords being struck with the Leo and Aquarius. So this full moon culminates that, right? The first one, let me remind you, the first one was in the cosmic, but what they call Bobolt's basket, Barbolt's, whatever his name is. I call it the cosmic basket. And with that, there was on the 20th, Leo, Jupiter was direct opposite with Pluto in Aquarius. So there was that Leo and Aquarius axis being struck by the placement of Jupiter and Leo at exact Jupiter and Pluto at exact 4 degrees. That was the 4 planets at 4 degrees. So that was the first chord. And then on the 26th, the galactic new year, we had the nodes of fate moving into Leo and Aquarius. South node Leo, north node Aquarius. Take me through there, take me through there, taking us right through. And now we have the full moon is like bing, like the big sound of gong. I can't even say bing, it's more like bong, sound of gongs, right? And so that is sun in Leo and moon in Aquarius. And mind you, Jupiter is still in Leo. So there's also Jupiter expanding with the sun in Leo of what's happening. So you know there's this emphasis on what's happening in Leo, and the sun is usually where the outer world is happening, and the moon is what's happening in the inner world. But oppositions always are working to bring a balance. So we look at the opposing friction to know what is being balanced. And the full moon is when they are in opposition, and so the light it's in direct opposition, the full moon opposite the sun, and therefore we have this big glow of the sun, the cosmic spotlight that is highlighting the dysfunction. So yes, in that oppositional friction, we got some dysfunctions to look at. And what is it saying to us? What is the story saying to us? And I'm going to share some of the downloads about what it's saying. But off a rip, ultimately, it's pretty obvious. Leo is about me, and Aquarius is about the we. So there's finding some balance with the true self, because the cosmos are always bringing us into the true timeline reality. And so bringing the true self into the true collective. And so, of course, there's going to be some friction, because in order to know what's true, we got to know what's not true. So things are coming up to let you know what does not resonate. This is not a vibrational match. This cannot go with you. This is not you operating in your true highest self, being the brave lion. So this is the balance. Ultimately, this is the balance of finding the true collective through the awaking lion of the true self. So Leo is waking up that true self. South node in Leo is extracting the shadows of self so that we can get to the higher aspects of the true self and take that with all creativity, because Leo is also the creative house. What are we creating? We want to create with our true self. Be bold, courageous lion that's ready to create what you came here to create, that is going to be beneficial for the true collective that are raising the light grid, activating the light grid, and raising the lighthouse colonies for this next level of the 5th dimension. Oh yeah, we are leveling up. This is ascension time, and that's what's up. So let me share a little bit about what's happening for this date. This is on the 29th, right? Of course, you may see this video later because I'm in the middle of a workshop. We got things going on. So This is on the 29th, and it has a date code of 1 by the numbers 28. If you add up everything, you're going to get a 1. So the date code of 1 on this day sets the tone of new beginnings as the true self emerges from the heart of the courageous lion, because that 1 is the new beginning. So even on that day, the date code is saying this is the new beginning, and it's calling forth the new beginning of you. As many of you true light warriors, you true ones, are already feeling the essence of this new beginning. With this full moon, you're feeling the things that you are walking away from. You are feeling that old timeline fully collapsing. And it is time for a different kind of ego death, which is what happens in the halls of Amenti. All right, so this is happening with the self. And while the sun is in Leo, with the expansion of Jupiter, brings the bravery of the true self to the outer world. The moon in Aquarius highlights and guides where to find the true collective within the inner world perspective. So while the sun is doing what it does, with Jupiter's help, by the way, backing it up, it's bringing that bravery of the true self to the outer world. That's what we're seeing in the outer world. So of course there are some challenges, there's some frictions that is giving you the opportunity, right? The full moon is always the challenges that you see. It's giving you the opportunity. It's not here to harm you. It's not here to hurt you. It's refining you, right? We're getting refined. So it's giving you that opportunity to bring the true self to the outer world. And so while that's happening, the moon in Aquarius is guiding you to find that true collective within the inner world perspective, meaning in your subconscious, in your inner world, you're kind of sifting out, and you're seeing where to find that true collective. You're seeing that, man, this true me belongs really over there. Like, this is a collective that is for me. You're starting to see that and sense that, right? It is the moon's subtleties within the subconscious that will guide those towards other starseed family in the true timeline reality. So right now, a lot of you true ones, the 144 ascendants, we're being guided. It's the moon's subconscious, the subtle things that are kind of whispering in the subconscious mind, and it's guiding you towards that starseed family. It's showing you that this is where you belong. And it may be uncomfortable because it may not be something you're used to. It may be like, I've never been with these kind of people. That has never been my mode. And yet it doesn't feel too strange because you've already felt that old timeline collapsing. And it's like, well, I know I don't belong there anymore. So this actually feels a little bit more true to me, right? So you're being called to that. Now that's happening while the sun's obvious display on the surface of the conscious mind will highlight friction from the opposition of what is happening in the collective. So you're going to see that friction. So in order for us to see that true self, it's highlighting that friction. That's where we're feeling it and seeing it more in the outer world, in order to bring realization of what is not a vibrational match to empower the true self to emerge. So it is causing that friction for good reason. We got to kind of see what's been, and Mercury retrograde has been showing us that. So it's really not that hard to grasp. Right now, we're just really embodying it, which takes me to my next point of this. It has to do with the degrees. So with the divine numerology aspect of it, the sun and moon is happening at 6 degrees, right? So the sun and moon at 6 degrees highlights a receptive completion. So the receptive activity is activating embodiment. So we are being asked to embody it. A lot of times we have to experience things to truly embody it. That's ultimately what it is. It's one thing for us to listen and to learn, to hear what these things mean, educationally, or just an idea. It's another thing to experience it, and in and through the experience, embody it, right? Little tree says hello. So this is embodiment. This receptive completion is the receptive activity that is asking you to embody. That's what the receptive activity is about, right? There is a strong pull, very strong pull, and I know some of you are feeling it, to be receptive of what is happening, in whatever way that it is, and embody the lesson in that message. So whatever it is, with whomever it is a strong pull. Some of you may feel it, the heaviness of it. It's a strong pull to embody it, right? This is needed in order to extract what is needed from Leo to express change in Aquarius as the first mark of assignment for the lunar nodes. That's South Node Leo, North Node Aquarius. So this is like the first mark of assignment. Like it just got in here. Like the lunar nodes are like, we just got here, and already full moon gave it an assignment. So it's already with this, and you're gonna feel it again with the upcoming solar eclipse. So this is a preparation. This is the whole, while we're walking through the halls of Amenti from the 29th, from the full moon to the new moon, from the 29th now until August the 12th. The 8-8 Lions Gate is the peak within this gateway. All right, so this is happening now, and this is bringing the first assignment of the lunar nodes. And with Uranus trine Pluto, it's harmonic for change, because Uranus is that revolutionary planet about change, right? And it's in the house of Gemini, information, right? How are you getting this information? It's radical changes to even how you're seeing it, yet it is harmonic with Pluto being in Aquarius, the revelation of truth that's being had, and bringing you into that true collective to seeing it. Personal power. Pluto's, that truth is bringing you into your personal power and the empowerment of this true collective as well. And it's harmonic with Uranus. So whatever changes we're feeling, and it does feel a bit like radical, some disturbance, but it's not as disruptive as we normally would think, right? It's like we could handle it. It's like, ooh, this threw me off, but okay, I got it. I'm gonna move with it. You know, it's a different conversation. It's bringing you change in the information, which is harmonic with whatever Pluto is revealing while it's in. And remember, they are both still at about 4 degrees. They're still in their 4 degrees, because these were the planets that were in the cosmic basket, right? Pluto, Uranus, Jupiter, and Neptune. And Jupiter is really the only one that moved out of there already, right? So also Jupiter in almost exact conjunction with the sun, fresh out of the cosmic basket, expands the receptive completion of embodiment, of extracting the true self from the false matrix family to infuse it with the true time reality starseed family. Ultimately, that is what we're seeing, and you're going to hear me say more of this. I'm going to keep striking that chord just as these 3 waves struck that chord, because this is a major step, a pivotal step. I didn't know it was going to be this major. Like the lunar nodes in Virgo, Pisces were really major, with third eye Atlas really amplifying us going into that spiritual maturation, having that balance between the practical and the spiritual that brings us to a spiritual maturation. That was major, and I didn't know this one would be this major. And of course it is, because North Node in Aquarius is ushering us more into the Aquarian age in a healthy way, so that we can have a true 5th dimensional experience, so we can have true collaborations that's going to bring us to the unity frequency, which is the love frequency of 5D. So it's really, all of this is happening so beautifully, orchestrated so beautifully. Cue the violins, cue the trombones, like everything is just like, the cosmos are just playing the right chords. Everything is evolving right the way that it is supposed to. So for those who are really feeling it, and this is an ascension time that we're in, so a lot of us are feeling this strong pull and ascension, especially the 144 ascendants. We're really feeling this because we're closing out that old timeline, and we feel it, the true self. Some of you may be tussling with it. It is because it's to be let go, so that true self can bring to you the confidence, the courageous bravery of the Leo, but also the confidence. This is solar plexus energy. Build up your solar plexus to be confident in who you are here to be. What is your I am? What is your cosmic identity? Who are you here to be, and what are you here to do? What do you bring to the table of the fifth dimension? Every one of you have a gift, and your gift and your passion make room for you. This is not the time to be caught up with the matrix, with the false matrix anymore. We're breaking free from all of those concepts that held us in a space that said we can only do it this way, and we're not good enough if we don't align with them. It's like, hell with that. I know who I am, and I'm Tony the Tiger great. Like, I'm the best. That's the confidence that you want to have in this new true timeline that you're walking into. So the pressure, I've been hearing about this pressure, so I want to speak to that. So the pressure is heavy with Jupiter's influence on an already active matter, as the three waves of this Leo Aquarius alignment, which I mentioned, holds this continuous chord being struck by the celestials in this grand symphony of the cosmic design. So we are feeling that pressure. It's not to say you're not going to feel it, but you got this. You see what you see, and we are being called, specifically the chakras that we want to work with. As I've been doing the chakra infusions, there's a tight focus on the throat chakra. It's a throat day right after the full moon. It's a throat chakra day by the full moon, and it lands on the day on the 5D calendar when Thursday is always a throat chakra day for those of you who have the 5D calendar. So it's really being emphasized that we need to be that expression of change, and I did a video about that called Expression of Change. This is what it's asking us to do, to be true to us, to authenticate the vibratory field of who you know you are. It's time to have those difficult conversations. It's time to have that difficult conversation with yourself first, so you can be very bold and brave like the lion to have that difficult conversation with whomever it may be, letting them know, respectfully so, I am not who you thought I was or who you think I am to be. That old timeline of me is no more. And the true timeline is who I am to be, whom you may not see. But that is okay. Let me introduce you to the real me, to the true me, the true new me. Right? And we don't have to cut people off, or unless they want to be. If they can't handle the truth, not everybody can handle the true you, but you're giving it due respect and bravery to just be in that and be able to break free from the false matrix. So it means a lot during this ascension time. This full moon is really catapulting a lot of us to this next level by what we're walking away from and what we're allowing the sun in Leo to highlight to us through this entire month that we're in Leo. Not just this moment with the full moon, but the full moon is just amplifying us, bringing it, seeing it in our inner world. The moonlight is allowing you to see and be guided to kind of see what is that true collective. Do you see it now? Can you see it in the inner world? And let that inner guiding light truly guide you through your soul's delight, right, as we take flight. So let this be the moment that brings us into the new moon. The new moon on the 12th is where the sun and the moon is going to align, and you're going to see the fullness of it, what it's being guided by in the light, in the moonlight. The moon is going to align with the sun, and it's going to be brought to the outer world more clearly, what is kind of happening subtly in the subconscious mind. But the moon is highlighting it for you. So don't let it down. Don't turn it loose. Sit with it even if it feels uncomfortable. This is our time for the ascension time. So enjoy your full moon. Get on the alignment within your assignment and find that brave heart lion, that true you. Open up that throat chakra and do your Care Bear stare, meaning shining your light through. That was the message that I got with the cards that I pulled. I wanted to share those messages. Maybe I have to do a part 2 to kind of show the cards that were pulled and speak a little bit more about the messages, the chakra infusion of what is happening. So I give you that. Enjoy what is happening. There is more to come. Peace, love, and light.